like I told you guys in the past, in the videos that I did in the past, I think it was a video in the past, I literally used Joseph as a reference, and I said, when you are on your way to your breakthrough, to your purpose, let me tell you something. Just because someone doesn't come to you and say to you, hey, God showed me your prophecy, or God showed me a dream about you, and God showed me you and your husband, or you and your wife, or God showed me your career, or God showed me that you're going to be queen status like Esther, or king status like Joseph. Just because someone doesn't come to you and tell you that does not mean they can't see it. It does not mean they can't see it. There's a lot of people who can see things in the spiritual realm illegally. There's people who can see things in a spiritual realm through a dream, and they will not come and tell you. But they will smile in your face. They will kiki and kaka with you. Okay? They will want to work with you, work around you, come around you. Hey, let's team up together. Let's go into this together, go into that together. But in their heart, they're looking for an opportunity. In their heart, they're despising you. They're envying you. I put out a message yesterday, and it's about a woman in a hot pink shirt. And I said, God said, beware of that woman. Be careful of that woman. Jealousy is deadly. Envy is deadly. People will do things they would not normally do because of jealousy. Jealousy is what led Joseph's own brother, his blood. Jealousy is what led them to try to kill him. When they realized they couldn't kill him, they sold him. Jealousy led to that. Jealousy is what led Cain to kill his own brother. You see what I'm saying? His own blood. His own blood. God said the enemies will also be the members of your household. Okay? The most dangerous enemy is someone that has access to your spirit. When a stranger does witchcraft on you, you may feel little effects here and there, but it won't last. When a family member or a very close friend who still has access to your spirit, who still has access to your home, who still has access to you, to your belongings, to your things, does it, it is going to feel more powerful because they are direct source to you. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm stressing this to you is because I keep seeing things on my timeline, on my TikTok timeline, about people who are coming up, as in people who are elevating in their life. I keep seeing RIP. Someone got killed by their friend. That person got stabbed by their friend. That person got poisoned by their friend. There's a artist, he's from Africa, his name is Mohab. I wasn't going to talk about it. I don't talk about controversial things. I don't like talking about controversial things. But I did, read up about his story, and I did see some videos, and I looked into it. I know what happened, but let me just say this. He was attacked with witchcraft before what happened to him happened to him. And he's been telling people that he's been attacked with witchcraft before whatever happened to him. He even put it in one of his songs that they were doing juju on him. That's why he was panicky. That's why he had so much paranoia. Not only because he was paranoid that they were going to hurt him physically, but because there was a lot of things also happening to him spiritually, which let him know that they were going to do something to him physically. That's why he tried to warn people about it. And the people that did all that were close to him. There's another video that I just saw just now, of a female who's upcoming, a model from Kenya, and she's literally on her way there. She's a very beautiful woman. And I don't know if she's from Kenya. I just saw it did say her name, and it said Kenya. That's why I assume she's from Kenya. But very beautiful woman. She was upcoming. Her own friend poisoned her. Her own friend that she kiki kaka, maybe had dinner with, girl, I love you, poisoned her. Jealousy will make people do wicked things. Let me tell you something else. A witch, a warlock, they don't only have to do witchcraft on you. They will do the witchcraft to the closest person to you. And because that person already has an evil heart and they already despise you, best believe it's going to work on that person because that person's already wicked. So that witch will literally do a spell to that person to make that person go mentally mad, to where now they want to grab a knife and hurt you. Now they want to do something to your food. Why is that? Because they already have evilness within them. They were already envying you. They were already jealous of you. So now when they are tempted to do something and witchcraft is involved to further tempt them, most likely they're going to do it. People think that witchcraft can only be done to them to attack them because they're a victim. No, witchcraft can also be done to your attacker. Witchcraft can also be done to the person that's close to you to get them to attack you. This is oh Lord, I don't even know, guys. I need to do more videos on this stuff, and I promise you guys I will. But it's very deep. It's very deep. Even the very person who is paying the witch to hurt you, the witch will literally do stuff to that person as well to get them to do the dirty work on their own. You get what I'm saying? And they won't even realize the witch is doing stuff to them for them to do the dirty work on their own, right? So the point of me saying this is you have to be careful who is around you. You got to be careful who you're eating with. You got to be careful who you're talking to. You can't just be friends with everybody, especially when God is taking you to another level, especially if you have an anointing similar to Esther or similar to Joseph. You got to be careful who you're talking to. Joseph mentioned his dreams to people. And once he mentioned his dreams to people, to his brothers, that's when they started to plan and plot against him. Sometimes you have to keep certain things to yourself, and you can't always tell people what you saw in the spirit, what you feel, what you dreamt about. You got to keep certain things to yourself. And when God starts to isolate you and pull you away from certain people, I understand it can be lonely. I understand it can be frustrated, but you have to understand that along your way to his purpose for you, sometimes he can see things, not even sometimes, for sure he can see things before you can see it. And he would prefer for you to be lonely and only depend on him rather than you having a lot of snakes around you. So yes, the walk may not be, comfortable, okay? But like I said about Joseph, he went through so much deception towards being a king, right? But he never had anyone that really stuck with him on his way there. God was the only one that stuck with him on the way there. And that's why sometimes some of you guys who are like, I want a friend, or, I want people around me, you got to be careful, because 1 minute someone can love you and want nothing to do with negativity when it comes to you, to all of a sudden being around you and watching blessings upon blessings fall upon your lap, to all of a sudden turning into your enemy. So I just want to give you guys this heads up that when God pulls you away from people and he has you in a period of only depending on him, a period of only trusting him, right? Focus on that. Embrace that. Embrace that, because there's a lot of people who pray that God can warn them about certain things, and God does warn them. But a lot of people, they're not spiritually sensitive enough to receive these warnings. And some people, they are spiritually enough to receive it, but they ignore it. So if you are receiving these warnings from God and you are sensitive enough to see it and take heed of it, that is a blessing. That is a blessing. His plans are to prosper you, not to harm you. Therefore, you may go through being uncomfortable for a bit because he has to keep you so you can make it to where he needs you to be. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.